Hey guys, welcome to The Reality Pill, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of modern dating culture. And of course, here's your meme of the day. Look at this image, brothers. This is the perfect summary of the 2026 marriage market. She's got the white veil on, she's taken the vows, but underneath, she's a free agent. She's got the Tinder app open behind her back before the I do's are even finished. She wants the security of your ring, but the freedom of a single woman. She isn't looking for a partner, she's looking for a placeholder while she scouts for the next upgrade. This is why marriage rates are in the gutter. Who would sign a contract with someone who's already looking for the exit? Look at that. It's the classic timeline of regret. You spend your prime years treating men like disposable accessories, and then you're shocked, absolutely shocked, when the subscription expires and nobody's looking to renew. It's a tale as old as time, yet somehow these women act like they're the first ones to ever hit the wall. So I gotta tell you guys, I'm struggling to wrap my head around this one. Not because the topic is complicated, but mostly because the audacity and the pure, unadulterated delusion is just off the freaking charts today. We are living in an era where women with massive amounts of baggage and zero traditional value are demanding the top 1% of men, all while complaining that a $5 coffee is an insult to their presence. It's mind-boggling. They want the CEO, the provider, and the protector, but they want to bring the attitude of a petulant teenager and the history of a world traveler to the table. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into today that is going to make your blood boil and your head spin. So let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so we've got a woman here who thinks she's figured out the math of dating in 2026. She's about to explain why your hard-earned money and your time aren't enough for the privilege of sitting across from her. We got a woman here on TikTok who is absolutely disgusted by the idea of a low-stakes first date. She claims that because she's beautiful, she shouldn't have to deal with anything as bare minimum as a cup of coffee. Let's see how she justifies this level of entitlement.
Ladies, it's 2026. What the fuck do you mean you went on a coffee date with a man? We are too beautiful, we are too grown, we are too valuable to sit with a man done up over a cup of joe. Beautiful women do not accept coffee dates. They don't. They know their value, they know what they have to bring to the table, and they know that their time is worth more than a $5 cup of joe. You are way too valuable and you are boosting up way too many egos when you go on coffee dates with men. You are telling the man, I am bare minimum. You can please me with a cup of joe. Here's the thing, ladies. It's not even to be materialistic. It's not even to say that you think you're too good to drink coffee with a man. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with effort. The fact that that man saw you and thought immediately, I'd love to have a cup of coffee with her. He doesn't value you. He doesn't respect you. It's about the effort, because that shows you how he views you. Another thing that I feel like you ladies keep missing, how many fucking coffee dates can these men go on in one day? That should be a clear as day sign of a serial dater. This person goes on multiple dates with women all the time over cups of coffee. He is not in a financial position to have a wife. So the next time we want to be like, oh my God, Mariah, he don't have any money. What do I do? Well, let's start back and think. Did you accept that coffee date? You did. He told you right then and there, he's not capable of being a husband. Know your value. Beautiful women don't accept coffee dates.
Give me a freaking break. What an absolute clown show. We are too beautiful? We are too valuable? Since when did having a pulse and putting on some mascara make you a high-value asset that requires a 4-course meal just to say hello? I am baffled. I'm sitting here asking myself, what the hell is she even talking about? She says a coffee date means a man doesn't respect you. No, sweetheart, a coffee date means a man is smart enough not to invest $200 in a dinner for a woman he doesn't even know yet, especially one who clearly thinks her presence is a form of currency. She wants a man to provide a high-end experience immediately. She wants effort, which in her mind is synonymous with spending money. Basically, she's saying that her beauty is so immense that a man should be willing to pay a premium just to audition for the role of her provider. Now, here's the reality check. Men who actually have money, the high-value men she thinks she deserves, are the ones most likely to suggest coffee. Why? Because they value their time. They aren't going to waste an entire evening and a chunk of their portfolio on a woman who might have the personality of a brick and the entitlement of a Kardashian. And now, obviously, here's the problem. She talks about what she brings to the table. Did you hear her list anything? Was there a mention of kindness, support, traditional values? No, it was just, we are beautiful. That's it. That's the whole resume. She wants a man who is financially capable of having a wife, but she's offering the mindset of a high-priced escort without the honesty of the job title. But of course, it gets even worse. She claims coffee dates are for serial daters. Actually, requiring expensive dinners for a first meeting is the hallmark of a pro-dater. Women who use men for free meals because they can't afford the lifestyle they think they're entitled to. And for me, it really begs the question, where did this entitlement come from? Who told an entire generation of women that their looks, which, by the way, have an expiration date, exempt them from having to be a pleasant, reasonable human being? And of course, it's not just her. This didn't just happen in a vacuum. We see this pattern of, I deserve everything while giving nothing everywhere. Take a look at this next clip. This woman has 5 kids by different men. And yet, listen to her standards.
Moments of insecurity when I'm dating because I have 5 kids, you know? And then when I start dating and getting on the apps and shit, I realize that my children actually aren't the fucking problem. And that I shouldn't be insecure because I have children. Because honestly, I deserve so much better than what these dating apps have to offer. And I deserve so much better than the men that I'm surrounded by that I refuse.
My children aren't the problem? Ma'am, you have 5 children by multiple men. In the dating market, that isn't just a problem, that is a localized natural disaster. Welcome to reality. You are asking a man to step into a situation where he is 6th in line for your attention, paying for 5 other men's mistakes, and you have the audacity to say you deserve better? Where's the self-awareness? This is what happens when you tell women for decades that they can have it all and that consequences don't exist. We've also seen this weird shift where women demand traditional chivalry while being the least traditional people on the planet. Look at this woman complaining that men in NYC didn't stop their day to carry her bags.
I just had 5 grown-ass men walk by, grown-ass, able-bodied men walk by as I struggle to carry all of my shit and help this poor mother with 3 children carry her stroller down the stairs. They just looked and kept walking. I'm literally dropping my umbrella and everything. They just keep on walking.
Oh, so now you want grown-ass men to step in? I thought you were strong and independent. I thought you didn't need a man for anything. You can't have it both ways. You can't spend all day screaming about patriarchy and oppressors, which we'll get to in a second, and then get upset when men stay in their lane and let you handle your own shit. You wanted equality? Well, here it is. Welcome to being treated like everyone else. If you want to be treated like a lady, you have to act like one. It's not a one-street brothers. And the part that kills me is that this mentality eventually curdles into something truly demonic. When the world doesn't bow down to their beauty or their 5-kid baggage, they turn to pure misandry. Look at this next clip. This is the end result of the modern woman ideology.
Call me too woke. I don't care. If I got pregnant and I found out it was a boy, termination, abortion, out of there, immediately. And no, I will not be elaborating or explaining the choice. My choice.
I am baffled. This is the progressive world we've built. A woman is so filled with hate for men that she would terminate a life just because of a chromosome. This is the same group of people asking, where are the good men? Why would a good man ever want to be within 100 miles of this level of toxicity? And it gets even worse. If they do manage to trap a man into marriage, look at the advice they give each other.
Word of advice for you girls. If you have a chance to fuck some guy while you're married, go fuck him. You know what? Beat your fucking husband to the punch. Go fuck that man.
Beat your husband to the punch? This is the state of modern relationships. Total lack of honor, total lack of loyalty, and a complete celebration of degenerate behavior. And then they wonder why marriage rates are plummeting. Why would any man in his right mind sign a legal contract with someone who views infidelity as a competitive sport? But don't worry, brothers, sometimes reality hits back, and when it does, it's beautiful. Let's look at what happens when these modern women who think they're so slick get caught in the act.
So you cheated and you're the one crying? Really? Now you're sad about it because I found out.
Oh, why couldn't you have a conversation with me about how much you hate me and can't stand me and how much you want to leave me?
Because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do yet. Who's to say I didn't go out and meet a few people and then be like, ugh, everybody out here is absolute shit. Let me just stay where I am, even though I'm absolutely miserable.
Are you insane? That
Am
sounds
I
like...
insane? No. I didn't want to get rid of
You
the
just
whole
want to
life
go...
that I built for the last however many years.
You're just going out there and
Yeah,
testing all the waters and then you just weren't going to say anything and then come back?
Better. I just wanted to see. And now I don't know if there's something better because I had a genuine connection or what I thought was a genuine connection with someone.
It's funny.
It turns out just to be you.
It's funny, yeah, you had a genuine connection with the guy who turns out to actually be your husband on Tinder.
No,
Isn't that
guess
fucking
what?
hilarious?
Isn't it fucking hilarious that the catfish version of you is so much kinder than the actual version
That
of
was
you?
literally
Maybe
just
if
me.
you acted a little bit more like Colton, maybe I wouldn't have to go stepping out.
Colton is me. That's literally
Colton is
me.
you putting on a show to easily make me fall in love with you or want to go on a date with you. That's you putting on an act. That's
Wow.
not who you really are.
You must be pretty shallow to fall in love with somebody over Tinder.
Pretty shallow.
Welcome to the wall of consequences. She's crying? Oh, I'm sorry. Is the strong and independent woman upset that her husband was smart enough to catfish her on Tinder? She was out there testing the waters, looking for an upgrade, and she got caught. This is the perfect summary of the modern dating market. Women looking for a better deal while they've already got a good man at home, then playing the victim when the whole house of cards falls down. Once again, this proves that modern dating culture has become a complete and utter disaster. We have a generation of women who want traditional benefits, the big weddings, the provider husbands, the men who carry their bags and pay for their steak dinners, but they refuse to bring any traditional behavior to the table. They want equality when the check comes, but they want chivalry when the bags are heavy. They want a high-value man, but they want to keep their Tinder profiles active, just in case. It's absolutely mind-boggling. This is what modern dating has become. A race to the bottom where accountability is treated like a hate crime and entitlement is the new standard. That essentially tells you everything you need to know about modern dating. And so yeah, brothers, listen up. If a woman tells you she's too beautiful for a coffee date, believe her and leave her to her beauty. She is telling you upfront that she is a liability, not an asset. She is telling you that she views you as an ATM, not a partner. Don't be the simp who pays for the $200 dinner just to hear about her journey and her 5 kids by 4 other guys. Know your worth. You deserve a woman who is grateful for your time, not one who thinks she's doing you a favor by existing in your presence. If she's offended by a $5 coffee, she's doing you a favor. She's weeding herself out. Let her go find that high-value man she thinks is waiting for her. Spoiler alert, he's not. He's looking for the 22-year-old who's actually sweet and doesn't have a TikTok account dedicated to hating men. So we've seen it all today. From the coffee is an insult brigade to the I'd abort a boy extremists. This is the landscape, fellas. This is what we're dealing with. Welcome to reality. The wall doesn't forgive, and the market doesn't lie. You can call yourself a 10 all you want, but if the only thing you're getting is low-effort coffee invites, maybe it's time to look in the mirror and ask what you are bringing to the table besides an attitude and a hefty Starbucks order. I refuse to take any lecture from women who celebrate cheating and misandry while demanding a traditional man. You can't have it both ways. Actions have consequences, and we are seeing those consequences play out in real time. What is the most delusional dating standard you have personally encountered in the wild? Do you agree that a coffee date is the best entitlement filter for men in 2026? I'll be reading your comments and featuring the most based ones in the next video. If you enjoyed this reality check, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next.